What is your Papega moment? Like, what is the thing that will drive? Like, what grinds your gears in a game of Dota more than anything
Mm,
else?
maybe, I don't know, techies maybe?
That's a good one, because you know what it is for me with techies? I'm playing
What?
music. I'm vibing. All right, we've been there, chill, enjoying it.
Yeah.
And then techie's like, "Yo, bro, you better turn off the music, or you won't hear my minds." You're like, "Shut the hell up, techies! I ain't doing what you tell me." I'm gonna keep listening to my song. I'm gonna turn it up. I'll put rock and freaking roll from the 80s on non-stop, all right? Hardcore rock. That's how much I hate you, techies. And you know what?
That's
We hurt
that's
ourselves.
your like I hate you music.
No, like you should go louder. Like anything that's louder than what you listen
Yeah.
to, right? We realize, no matter how much you think you're hurting the techies, the only person we're really hurting is ourselves.
Right. Yeah. Is that
But I still won the game because that dumbass picked techies. What up, South 5? Now, I realize that sounded quite sad, but with everyone being in lockdown, South 5s are acceptable.
fair enough? I mean, self fives, they're okay. I feel like it's just a self five.
I feel like how I Met Your Mother kind of, it opened a path for it to be okay, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not overplayed. I don't know if I was about to say with these drafts, like the Phoenix is definitely overplayed in this series. The 5 men going for the Wind Ranger it's an interesting approach, I think is the way that I'll go with this. I mean, they have shown that Chessie can pop off of this hero. I'm just a little bit worried that between that and the Prophet, you're kind of gonna go smush when Magnus presses a one button or Axe presses one button.
Yeah, I mean, I do feel like it's a little bit scary for our buddies here
You forgot what they called, didn't you?
for 5 men.
There it is.
I mean, you see this, like they have the team fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have ways of dealing with this Prophet. I think P is quite good against Prophet. Um, I like the Mars hero overall. I just think it seems like this beefy frontliner overall. But I feel like I don't know. They need this. They need this big boss hero last on 5 men. I feel like.
It feels like they've got this Mars, and you go, okay, so what's the other team fight element, right?
I mean, I think this is kind of reminiscent of one of the first games that we saw today. Was it the HR versus
That would have been HR versus Live to Win.
Live to Win, right? Where it was this draft where there were just too many supports. That's kind of how I'm looking at it right now, like the 5 men, where it's just I don't know these three heroes. They're very squishy. Oracle, Wind Ranger, and Nature's Prophet.
Yeah,
Yes, they can maybe deal with the Phoenix, but at some point, when you start using this egg and then there's this X or Magnus with Blink, if you're gonna try to stack on top and kill this egg, it can become really dangerous.
yeah. I mean, it's like you look at what Khan has, you look at what 5 men have, and outside Mars, if Khan so much as cough in the direction of these three heroes, they're gonna die. And there's plenty of ways to kill them. It's not like we're talking about a game where Magnus is like the only lockdown, right? And also 5 men, even if they like get the jump with the Wind Ranger or the Mars, that's where Axe kind of excels, right? He's this great form of counter initiation against a hero like Wind Ranger, especially.
Mm-hmm.
Might make them too predictable. I'm kind of
Yeah,
scared
I'm
that they're
curious
gonna.
what this last hero will be here.
Yeah, they
Doesn't
I don't know. I'm kind of scared they're gonna round it out with like just something like a tiny, for example.
no, no, no,
Which
no, no. They
no,
need
yeah, I
something
don't want them to
much.
do that. It's
No, they need something. Okay,
okay.
okay. Yeah, I mean,
Bulky
at least
hero,
now
low
there's.
damage.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of want to run them over, right? That's the plan here. It's a hero that's pretty good against both Axe and Phoenix. The PA matchup can go. It can go both ways. Obviously, PA is going to outscale the Ursa, but I mean, you can buy this MKB item and you're going to be quite strong. But I think 5-man, they just wanna, they want the game to end around 25, 30, 35-minute mark. But this Stormspear pick is quite nice, I must say. It's not that easy to kill. Okay, so it's gonna be at least a mid Wind Ranger. But this hero is also very susceptible to getting jumped by Mag. Not Mag, sorry, Axe.
Yeah, that's always a concern. And even even if you pop off as a Wind Ranger, I think if you get kind of baited into 5-on-5 engagements, the issue that Wind Rangers run into is your focus fire, right? You use it, kill a person, but then it's on cooldown. So you need someone to kind of take over. So I feel like Ursa needs a good start to this game as well.
Yeah, and it's actually gonna be the position 4 Mars here.
Oh baby, yes.
That's kind of that's like the one of the positions. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the position 4 Mars,
Whoa.
but we'll see if they can kind of make it work.
I will say this, like, obviously, I'm not playing at the top 100 level, but you kind of get a feel for the fragilities of heroes. You play them in certain roles, and I've tried Mars as a 4 a lot, and you can't play it as like this kind of initiation type hero. Really, it's weird, because you can do it for maybe like the first 10 minutes. But afterwards, due to farm priority, you don't have enough to, like, you can't go blink and blink in. If you blink in against these heroes especially, and you arena, they're just going to turn around and kill you in 2 seconds. You have no way of sustaining. So that's the big downside to it. But in terms of like roaming potential earlier, in cheap pickoffs potential, like Mars in the 4 role is a lot more free to kind of move around the map.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the. I'm not sure what the purpose. I mean, it's kind of this tanky 4, at least, right? You have someone who can soak a little bit, but yeah, like you said, I feel like this Mars is very susceptible to just dying if he goes in. I think they need to have Chelsea's queuing up the double MKB. No, just the MKB.
Wait, why are they not? What happened to their names? Oh no.
Ah, right.
The lobby has been hosted incorrectly.
Oh.
God damn it, Jimmy!
Jimmy!
You know what? There's nepotism right here. If we didn't all like him because he gets drunk at parties and does stupid things, we'd have fired him a long time ago.
Yeah, Jimmy should just. I mean,
I hope you listen to this, Jimmy. All right, you're a failure. You'll never achieve anything in your life, other than that pretty cool Reddit championship in 2013 in the Dota 2 scene. Wish I had that. Anyway, let's see what Raz can deliver. All right, let's see if Misery can do a lot on this Mars. Because, all right,
yeah, I mean, I quite like the. I feel like this this con lineup it's pretty straightforward. I quite like it. I think it's kind of simple to play. Of course, I think 5-men have some potential of just running away with the game, but it's not that easy. The Oracle against Phoenix matchup is at least quite favorable for 5-men.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Pi, though, might be in trouble. Nope. Just gonna walk it off.
Whoops, better swap the fighters around, so it's definitely showing the teams on the right side. People are already confused enough. They're like, wait, I thought 5-men had the mark. Yes, they do. Who's already trying to keep pressure onto the PA at all times. I mean, that might be one way to play about this game, is like ensuring Naive doesn't have a good start. The concern is, even if you slow him down at the beginning, they said this draft is much easier for Radiant because, Khan, they do have this mag that will be able to help you catch up as a PA. It saves you having to go for a Battle Fury in this game.
Yeah, exactly. The PA is gonna get off to a pretty quick start, kind of no matter what. You just go for a few stats items, and then you're off to a good start.
Shout out to Gilgo, by the way, for being the one who actually has his name. What a lad.
Yes, very good job, Gilgear.
Chessie as well. Well done.
Very good job, Chessie also.
Then again, I'll say, is it that hard, Davi? Like, let's be honest, guys. How many of these people stream? I understand it if you're streaming. But if you're not streaming, why hide your name? Xibe as well. Thank you. Round of applause.
I mean, don't you know, sometimes you just want to have a cool nickname, Black dresses, right? No, everyone's like, huh?
Think I'm fallen.
Black dresses? Whoa, that's so mysterious. This guy must be very...
Or he just picks a lot of DP.
Yeah, or he's very cool and mysterious.
Maybe he can pull off wearing a dress. It's not easy.
Unless you're Scottish.
Mm,
I guess
exactly.
that's not a
They get free
dress.
pass.
It's more of a skirt.
Yeah, you've annoyed some people. Even calling it skirt, but you are right, it's a skirt. Here, trying to cause international accidents. KillerPigeon Pajkatt. Actually, I just realized very small fish is my favorite one here.
Yeah, I mean, he used to be called something else also with fish, but I think it was something more along the lines of very stupid fish or something.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to go with the fish being the piece he changed. Okay.
Ah.
Glad that ended up being more innocent. Mars going... Oh, my...
Oh.
What? The mid-kill may be a bit more surprising here.
I think he just overcommitted.
No.
He got pulled into the tower, and like the win run ran out, and then he just... Because, I mean, he was dominating the lane quite heavily.
I don't think he... No, he had wind run. He just didn't have the mana. He was 2 mana short. Uh-oh.
Oh, yikes.
It's the black dresses. They're distracting him. Rough start. But Chelsea's still doing okay in CS. And he's a hero that should be able to maybe be active a bit quicker than Storm Spirit. But, man, you are feeling the pain. That bot lane kill as well is kind of concerning. I don't feel like a mag PA should be that threatening level 1-2.
No, it's just the... It's like the skewer back, you know, with this...
Yeah. The typical why you pick POS 5 Magnus because you're giggling to yourself for that one moment you skewered someone under tower. We've all been there.
Yeah, Chelsea's actually... Oh, nice glyph there. Also on the mid lane. Now Chelsea's gonna be quite starved for this rune. I mean, if he does not get this, which is very difficult for him since Storm is just so much higher HP.
And there you go.
It's an invis rune at least. Top Chessie.
Just in. Yet. Oh my.
Chessie.
And he gets the rune. He gets the salve. I mean, honestly, right now, like, black dresses are in. All right. It's not summer. This is official
Chessie
wear.
does not feel great right now.
I mean, Chelsea's feeling cheesed at this point. Like, Storm Spirit's getting off to good starts. There's been a pattern recently. Storm Spirits who start to dominate a lane very quickly dominate the game. It doesn't feel as slow as a hero as it was maybe like 2 or 3 months ago.
No, I mean, I personally I've always favored this just like rush of orchids over just bloodstone builds in general. And even Sibit down in the bottom lane is gonna go down now.
Oh. Well, at least top isn't going wrong. All right, I just hovered there for a few seconds. I want to be safe. It looks like top is okay.
Chesty?
Oh, honey,
Chesty?
no. Honey, no.
Chessie? Yeepers.
You know, I'm going to get someone off my Chessie. This lane is really bad now. Really bad. 3 deaths.
Really bad. Why mid laner? Why he 0-3?
Why he hit creep but not live? Why?
No, and now I mean this Storm Spirit is going to get to one of the quicker orchids you've seen in a while, I believe, unless something very kind of unexpected or unfortunate happens to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
He's even getting stacks here.
Yeah,
or unless they end up in the arms of Axe, but
that's the number worry is like you don't really clear stacks very well as the dire side. Like 5 men wouldn't benefit from recovery stacks either. And look at this straight away. Storm to the bot lane. Seabay gets punished. Misery can do nothing to assist. The moment you fall behind trying to play this sort of position for Mars, you're done. 7 kills already. Okay, finally they'll get one in the top. Ursa's like, damn, I gotta step it up. Ace like, fine, I'll carry my team. I'm an Ursa. What are you gonna do? This is quite concerning, though. Like, it's only a 1k lead at this point, but what did we say? You know, like, if you want to make this work as die, you've picked heroes designed to win the early laning phase, really. Not the case. They will find Phoenix, though. They'd actually dove the tier 2, which means the lane that was going well is going to feed over a kill. Managed to run away. I'm going to switch over to net worth at this point, so you can just already see the differential between those mids. I mean, Chessie's still finding some gold, but I wonder.
I mean, it's still it is surprising that he's only 600 gold behind with the.
Yeah, he's been CSing well. Like, that's the thing. Even every time he died, if you looked at his CS, he was actually ahead of the Storm.
Mm-hmm. Still, PA getting off to a pretty good start now with this double kill. Storm off to a great start. Even X now gonna clear this triple, if not, nope, just going for it.
Money. Like, don't worry, enough RNG. You don't need to stack it. We'll be there again. Yeah, we're just there like, but my stack gold. Well, he's not getting any stack gold for that. There you go. I found the upside for 5 men. Gilgan missed the ancient stack. Round it out, boys. Looks like a win for Dire.
I mean, it's still less than 1k advantage, so...
Yeah, these early kills, like, they look bad, but really at this point in the game, the creep count is what's really going to make the difference. Gilgan chased into Chessie. Looking for the kill with the DD. He should have it even with the slow attack. No! He's got win run in a sec. Maybe just try for a cheeky power shot. He's not even going to try. He wants a guaranteed kill. They go into Axe instead. Stay away from him so he can't actually get any spins. And Cool's already been used, but they just zone him away again. And with T-Bay, he TB'd in here, so that's going to be punished. Storm Spirit moves in. That's community granted on the T-Bay, though. Skewer away. Skirmishing back and forth. Who else is ready to show up? We haven't seen Mars or PA yet, but everybody else is involved in this. Power shot's off the mark. Axe gets out.
I'm also a very nice Fate's Edict there by Pi, saving Sibe.
Ooh.
And another one.
I kind of felt like that was coming. Like, I kept looking at the map. I was like, oh, yeah, Mystery's trying to get 6 quickly. This is good. But Storm Spirit's like, no. You come to my lane, you hit my creep. Nah. Ain't going down like that. All right. Now, despite how the lanes are gone, we are actually seeing a slight net worth lead now for that tower take. And one thing to 5 men's credit they do have is with this Nature's Prophet, they can just turn up to lanes and start to take them quickly.
No, for sure. I think Roche is going to be a very important kind of point of contention in this game. Both teams, you know, the PA, of course, wants to take Roche and give it to Storm, and Ursa also wants to just get that Roche out of the way.
Oh. Just able to move away. And Storm Spirit needs to be careful. He's actually out of mana. Miscalculation here. Gilga being brought down by a very small fish. Pilot able to secure the kill to get the Storm Spirit. Magnus trying for TP away. Doesn't. Oh, no. Looked like a slight miscommunication there as they actually helped him out with the Fate's Edict.
Yeah, still Chessie though, almost on par now in the net worth department with that Storm Spirit, despite having those 3 early deaths.
The good thing about that is like their heroes can more or less sufficiently function on XP, right? Like when you look at the difference, the Radiant heroes, Khans, they're the ones that kind of need this gold influx to really come online. And they're definitely getting more gold as they find Mars and Seabait also caught out. TPs are on cooldown in both forms, so he will also fall. And Storm now 6-1-2. Finally has that level 10, so less likely to get caught in the river with no mana.
Yeah, and he's getting very close to that the Orchids now.
Jesse? It's a little bit too deep. Just keeps going, like, yep, just to make sure you don't. Just make sure you leave. The thing that they really need to do is 5 men. Like, this aggression is really good, right? Like, they are actually running constantly now at Khan, but they need to take the towers off the back of this. And that's where Xibe comes in, into the mid lane.
And Misery does have level 6 now, so he does have the arena.
slightly spooky boy. Not the easiest game for arenas in general as well. Like when you look at the heroes that you have on Khan.
Yeah, definitely not.
Like, oh, I caught
There's a lot
PA.
of...
Oh, she's Phantom Strike away. Oh, I caught the Oh, he's just full lining up.
But I caught the feet.
Oh,
Oh,
he just... oh, no. Well, at least they have the Ursa against the egg. Of course, he has to get close enough to deal with it. But you at least have one hero that can burst through these early eggs in the fights, potentially. They are building the Awkward on Seabase, so they're not looking for this kind of utility build we sometimes see in the offlane Nature's Prophet. They just understand the goal here is, with a PA and a Storm Spirit on the enemy team, just burst.
yeah, I mean, there are a lot of good targets this game, at least for this Orchids. The Storm, the Phoenix, Magnus, even X can all be... It can be quite dangerous to play against this.
All right, Jimmy's come back with defense, by the way. It's not his fault. The coordinator removed the ticket, okay? So if people aren't happy
God damn it,
that
Jimmy.
Black Dresses is dominating the game, Jimmy says it's Gaben's fault. But I mean, bold of you, Jimmy, blaming Gaben. I wouldn't do that, all right? Gaben shows us love. He shows us, he gave us Dietide. What did you give us, Jimmy?
The reveal of the Orchids on the Storm Spirit.
Easy kill. Small fish is getting smaller. At least they're getting these stacks, so he can say space created. Although the awkward part is now, with Young G about to hit level 2 on the ball lightning, he becomes less stunted in terms of his ability to make plays, right? Like all of a sudden you've got that extra distance you can cover. And with this awkward timing already being very juicy, game is about to get fairly spook for all these squishy members of 5-man.
Yeah, for sure. The CB is about to finish his though, so that means the Storm has to be a little bit cautious. At least he can't just zip around willy-nilly and not expect to get silenced.
Oh yes, I'm looking forward to the casual "what did we just do" moment where ball lining in Orchid and then Nature's Prophet Orchids him, and they just kind of stare at each other.
Yeah, I mean that usually tends to favor the Nature's Prophet though.
Yes.
Most of the time, I would say.
Whoop. Okay, Gilga's not going to be punished for that. That was close to being a very awkward moment. Like there was 2 trees here. Actually, 1 tree rather. 1. And you managed to find it. Gone again. Earning the end of his namesake. We're going to keep doing that. So easy as well because, Axe is also going to have his blink soon. So even if you feel like you're burning practically your whole mana pools to Storm Spirit when you do that, there's always an Axe to recover you. Not to mention Gilga's Sunrays as well.
Yeah, Axe is just about to hit that Blink Dagger now after this top wave. PA. Mask of Madness completed. He's got a Nullifier queued up after he finishes his Magic Wand. So, somewhat unusual build here, but, potentially it's against the heals of the Oracle, against the Windrun,
The
against
overpower
Ursa.
as well.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, like, you could argue Ursa could maybe try and fight PA in the mid game, even without an MKB, because the saturation of attacks. But if there's a nullifier there, yeah, you aren't fighting, you're running. Also, it's just a ridiculous amount of damage for a hero that relies on giant crits that get scaled on that base damage. And yes, we are going to see what you'd expect. Misery is going towards that yours next.
Yeah, and the thing about this, the goal graph, even though it is showing that the 5-men are slightly ahead, I would say that the position of the game is very favorable for Khan here. As they just have a lineup that scales much better.
It's also where the goal is going, right? Like the piece that's making a difference is there's a slight net worth lead for the supports on the side of 5-men. But it's not, like we mentioned with the Mars earlier, right? When you play in the support role, it's not like having a little bit of extra gold makes a difference. If you're like Popper and you're out of control, you're like on a 10 kill streak by 20 minutes, sure. You're basically a pos-free Mars and you're threatening. But in this game, he's going to be a Yules into a Spear and you won't get any of like the, front-lining elements that Marses can be so useful for.
No, he's not gonna be much of a durable tank here. Chessie is getting closer though to that MKB. It's gonna help him, but he also does definitely need that BKB. And Ace does have his Manta Style, going for the MKB next. So PA is, it's not gonna be a free PA game by any means. You're still very susceptible to dying to some of these heroes.
Yeah, and it's not as simple as, oh, we have these big ults, we can just reset, because that Oracle kill will become even more important as the game goes on. But so far, Young G is not failing to find that target each time. You know, my favorite part about playing Mars Boss 4, by the way, is when you get matched up against a ranged carry and you just keep toggling Bulwark to screw their last thing. It feels so good. Like, whoops, what are you doing, Drow? Oh, you missed another one. Sometimes you just gotta have that, you know? Like, they'll say you'll lose the game, but you're winning the tilt.
I mean, that's what it's all about sometimes.
It's true. Had a game earlier today. We probably would have lost it if we didn't completely tilt the Invoker into buying a Shadow Outlet.
That's one way of winning, you know?
It doesn't work very well in competitive games. I mean,
you say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've all heard the stories of some people that maybe lose their cool a little bit
Yep.
strongly. And moving in. Hello, Roche. Goodbye soon. Has the Sacred Relic already, so it hits like a truck. Hax is like, I'm done tanking this. This hurts. But they don't suspect this. The Ursa team does not suspect their opponents are thinking about Roche. Oh, the irony.
I feel like you should see this coming. There's no hero on the map. They've taken over this area. Yeah, they ping it out, but
way too late.
No scan, and it's just gonna be too slow. And I mean, this Aegis on Storm is it's just gonna be for PA, but
I can respect it, right? When he's got the Nullifier, he's incredibly squishy, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think I prefer it on Storm, but either way, of course, an Aegis is an Aegis. Both heroes are quite good with it, so.
Something like, nah, dude.
Jesse?
Dying ain't in my vocabulary. Edition death, maybe. Jesse has almost got the MK. I think it's got it coming out now, actually. Yeah, MKB complete. So this next fight will be big. And actually kind of a bigger deal now that PA does have that Aegis, because now you can't just be sniped out straight away by the Wind Ranger.
Yeah, I mean, I think the best target you can find is the Storm here.
No spawn. He spots them. All good on the C-bait. Trying to bring him down. Blade Mail gets activated. He'll look to walk this one off, but the Sprout's going to come out. Yules, but there's follow-up waiting. Jackal shot, not there. Skewer away into the RP. Egg on the back line on the side. Mars trying to get rid of on his own. Has to run away, though. That keeps Mars completely away from the fight. Splits it up in a way that now they can turn around, jump back in. Oracle already down. Storm chases forward, looking for the kill in the Misery. They do manage to kill off Magnus in the meantime as Ace jumps in. They don't want to deal with the PA directly. They've lost Mars now. If they can quickly find them before they can reconvene, it'd be good. But you can already see Naive's ready to fight. He's waiting on the high ground.
Yeah, I mean, now I think Black Dresses here. He's gonna Young G. He's gonna think once or twice before he just jumps in like that now.
Like, oh, that might be a risk of death here. They do have somewhat of a punch to them. But
Ace may be in trouble here.
I don't know. Axe is being a little bit ballsy here. Jump in, Nullify on the chest, he's gone. Ace isn't the one in trouble. The rest of his team is. He enrages to save his life. Mars throws down the arena. Small Fish protects himself, though. Paladai able to stay alive. They do bring down Young G. They have no way of dealing with PA. He's going to cut the tree, cut through Xibe as well. Now they move in on him. Mischance galore is going to work against him as he snipes out a kill into Oracle. He still has that Aegis to work with. They're going to pin him against the tree. Reinforcements are coming, though. Gilga's going to slow him down. Nullifier's going to come out, turns around the Phoenix, but he's controlled up. Ace can't get the kill. He gives over his life, and they'll turn around the Misery as well as they burn him in the Sunray, looking for the kill. Gilga will get the double. They can turn around and finally deal with this tier 1 that's been sitting here the whole while.
Yeah, it was a very clutch there. Fortunes ended by Paladai, managing to get the kill on that Storm, canceling the Yules, but in the end, PA is definitely the big winner of that fight.
No, Chessie just wants to try and pick the Sagas off. Did he?
Did he ult the creep or something?
I think he did. I wanted to make sure we're on the same wavelength here because I'm pretty sure that was a creep.
Yeah, I think so.
Considering the focus fire's already disappeared, that was definitely a creep. Whoopsie.
Oh, no. This does not end well, I think. It's a double damage on the PA.
I think we have reached the point of escalation. Even if you focus fire him now, Naive's own version of focus fire, which is just one single dagger, might kill Jesse. It's like, I dare someone to come farm here. Anyone. Who wants to die? Good God. Alright, Pi makes it out, the whole while muttering no, 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 no to himself. I mean, this is just so scary as well. Got the Aegis for a little while longer, and even when the Aegis is gone, now having that DD... You need some sort of clean kill, but I don't know how you get onto Naive at this point. I mean, I guess the argument is you don't. You kill the Storm, but we saw how much they invest in that kill each time.
Definitely kill the Storm here, and you need to wait for the Sages to expire. PA is going for the Ags here next.
Ah, yes. We noticed Overwatch done this feature with Genji, but we can do it better. Refresh all abilities. And it's totally not ridiculous when you're snowballing as a PA. Oh, no. That was sarcasm, folks. This Ags is actually insane, especially once you have that Phantom Strike cast range, which you always get because it's a level 15 talent for some reason.
Some might even say it's what, Bork?
It is borked.
Borked.
Slightly borked.
Yeah, slightly borked, yes.
Aegis is gone. With the DD active, they won't try and jump him straight away. Instead, they'll just forfeit another tower. They'll play the other side of the map. Wait to see if Khan try and respond in the bot lane, because that's where you could easily pick someone off, just outnumbering them. But I don't think Khan are going to be that duped. Like, no, this ain't our first rodeo. We move together, because right now, it's very hard to fight Khan when they're 5. Teamfight Cake just has way too many layers. What is the route here? I feel like you have to... We mentioned the Storm. Like, Storm or Phoenix as your opening kills, right? Is the only way you can fight if you're 5 men.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean, now that there's no Aegis on the PA, he's also somewhat of a viable target. It's just...
2k
It's just very difficult. Yeah, it's a 2k HP PA with the Ags now.
Uh-oh.
Ace
He got the
does get
range
the
off,
enrage
but he got
off there.
skewered off
So.
back.
He might get called, though.
Yes, that's what they're thinking about doing here. Mars is here, though. They're a little bit hesitant because of the arena counterattack. So they will decide against it. You just see Naive's like, I could hit creeps, but I feel like I'm just done with creeps. Like, I mean, heroes just give so much more gold when you pop their skull, and they're as easy to kill as a creep.
Yeah, it is a pretty spooky PA, indeed.
You can see that moment every time he's going to toss a dagger. He's like, maybe? Because if I crit...
I mean, using a dagger on Mars is so sad.
Yeah. It's like, even if you crit, it's like, oh, damage reduction. Yeah, I would have moved away. I mean, this is a sad Mars game. Like, you see he's queued up the blink next. Like, this is the rough part when you play it in this boss 4 role, though. Even when he's got that blink, he jumps in, he pins someone. He's probably going to die. It's what they do afterwards that matters. But he's not even going to get to that blink at this rate. PA moves in. Yo's going to come out. The tree's off the mark. Moves across to stun him up, though. Sunray's going to heal him up. They're cutting out the Earth, so they jump the back line, looking at the Oracle, not able to bring him down. The Shackle Shot is good. The turnaround is going to be down on Young G, but Chessie jumps in to his death as PA moves across, cleans him up. They force out the false promise. They ignore him because they know he's dead at this point. And Ursa has still been kited the entirety of this fight on the other side. As they'll turn around and clean him up now. Easy pickings for the forces of Khan.
Yeah, and Storm with the Regen rune in that fight, just he zips in just almost no mana, and then pops the Regen, goes back into the fight, and still keeps the Regen. So
It's feel
looking like a very difficult game at this point.
I was just gonna say it's only 5k lead, right? But it really feels like 5 men are completely up against the ropes. I mean, look at the next. Naive's like, okay, I get Lincolns, I am unkillable. In theory, anything they do to the Storm, they can do to the PA is the argument you could have here, but it feels like they need to lock down both. Like, both of these guys are out of control. You can see it in the net worth as well. And even if you grab them...
This is, I don't know, very, very strange build still. He's just going Lincolns just to be safe against this Wind Ranger. I mean, it's kind of the one thing that could kill him.
Yeah, it's more stats as well, so it bulks you up a bit further. I think the reason he's able to kind of play with what might be seen as a more loose and different like PA build. I mean, we see some ags occasionally when you're snowballing, but like the Lincolns especially, is because of the counter attack they have, right? With the mag RP and the cool. They always know as long as you buy 1 or 2 seconds at the start, like they can save naive.
Yeah, and they also have these like, I mean, they have so many heroes to jump, right? The Magnus with the blink, Axe with the blink, Phoenix going in with the egg, and Storm. And I mean, they have such a mobile lineup basically. It's a very difficult game to play Oracle.
Well, not just Oracle, the Ursa as well. Like we keep seeing in the fights, he gets completely ignored and kited. They know they can just deal with him last. It's like when you're, you know, the ultimate one's the bristleback, right? It's like, well, we can't kill him, so we'll just kill everyone around him first. I think that's the rough part is also this item he's building. Like, you understand it. You know he needs an MKB, but that means you don't have an Abyssal anytime soon. So you still lack sufficient lockdown.
Yeah, and this is going to be another Roche. You can give the cheese to Storm, or if they want the Aegis, and it takes the other. I think this upcoming fight is going to be very difficult.
They're smoking. They're going. Jump in on the mag. Skewers away, though. The call's going to come out. Tron Ursa, he's just gone. Instantly burst through. Mars goes down the arena fully defensive. They get the Yules out. Storm Spirit able to move away. Turns around against them, though. Juking him out in the fight. The Nullifier is going to be there. Chessie saved by the Pulse Promise. The RP comes out. Yules dodges out. Chessie's still alive for the time being, but not for long. The rest of his team is dying, and he will die alongside him, so they can't get rid of the egg. They're going to be wiped once more. Chessie, last man standing, but not for long. And it's just looking clean cut. That was maybe a kind of do or die opportunity, but arriving late to the fight, there was no way to stop that Aegis going in the hands of Khan. And the fallout afterwards is disastrous.
Yeah, it's going to be a double damage PA now on top of this.
Another one.
Adding insult to injury.
All right. What are the odds on Chessie getting one hit by a dagger?
What are the odds?
Yeah. 2 to 1.
15% chance, I guess.
Ooh. True. See, I'm gonna say he hangs around though long enough that 3 daggers get thrown out in this DD. But he's staying far back. They've decided to disarm their PA because this just seems unfair. It was a nice attempt. I mean, that's the thing as well. Misery got the ideal item as a Mars, but the Armor Tree's not good enough. Ooh, Axe. Hello? Does it mean you're looking for? Well, Chessie doesn't want to be looked for there. He gets found out and killed off. The Spear actually helps PA get deeper to look for more targets. Skewer back to drag us away from the primary targets, which means the fight split up should favor Khan here. Used to buy some time. It's going to be dispelled with the root there. They are able to get the kill in Storm. But now the PA can still control the fight. Mars does buy some time in the arena, but dies afterwards. Naive is looking for more. Jumps in. Tries to protect himself. Not good enough. Oracle's going to burst through. They can turn around with the Nullifier on Chessie and bring him down as well. There's a dunk from the Axe. Caving in his skull. T-Bay's also burning up. Will be brought down once more. The Med going down as well as Misery stands his ground. Known as all but over at this point. The GG comes out and Khan dismantling 5 men in this decider in this best of 3.
Yeah, and just I think kind of the. I mean, Chessie, he was really doing well the first few waves. He was completely winning the lane, and then he kind of just walks into this tower. I think with, I don't know if Windrun was just unavailable or if he had used it and he just got pulled into the tower. And after that, he kind of just threw the lane way too hard with these deaths, and also just the Mars just not really having any sort of impact whatsoever this game. I think. I haven't really seen this Mars 4 be super strong overall, and Yeah, maybe just the.
I think it's like the type of game that is drafted in, right? Because I think they opened up with it, right? So
Yeah, I feel like I just think the cons draft was so much easier to
yeah.
execute, kind of.
Well, the thing I was gonna say is like with the Mars, right? Like you said with the possible, it doesn't feel like it works. It almost felt like that was just a reaction Five Men had to make at that stage. Because when you look at this game, it doesn't really feel that great to play Mars as a free. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
so it's almost a reaction of the way like they drafted this. That being
Yeah.
said, I will give them credit. Like the idea to try and just start balling as 4 on the enemy side early on,
Mm-hmm.
that was the right approach. That was like the Hail Mary at that point.
I mean, it could have definitely worked. Like had this mid lane gone, other just different, right? Had Jesse just kept his advantage and kept pushing, who knows what happened.
Yeah. Sadly, that's not the case, and that's kind of the issue with Five Men's draft overall. It's like you look at it and everything
Mm-hmm.
about it is like we just
So many
keep
things need
winning.
to go right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The moment you trip over once against the PA or Mag, even if Naive didn't have such an amazing start, finish the game 15-0-10, by the way, you still are going to run into this big hazard in the late game. But Khan, well played. Get the 2-1 victory overall. 5 men. Looking a little bit sad already in that lower bracket. But that rounds us out for EU today. That's right. Well, EU and CIS, as we're reminded by Khan here. We'll be back tomorrow, though. 2 more best of threes from me and Pajkatt to round out those early phases. Same start time as usual. Should be 17 CET. We'll see you then.
Goodbye, folks.
See ya. Also, screw you, Jimmy.